It's an emotional time. So you probably are going to see a lot of tears as I start reflecting on all of the things that I have accomplished and endured on this trip. This is Pierce Pond, Maine 2. And what do you know? This is Pierce Pond. Look how pretty it is. Wow, beautiful, right on the water. Here is Moxie getting ready for the water crossing. She has water shoes, so her boots will not get wet. I do not have water shoes and will be going across in my tennis shoes because the rocks are slippery and I have better grip, I feel like, with my tennis shoes rather than my bare feet. So, wish me luck. Hopefully I don't look like a drowned rat on the other side. Here comes Moxie Mama across the stream. They call this a stream, but I would call it a river. A hush falls over the crowd. Will she make it? Here she comes, testing the water. What should she do? Where should she step? It is very pretty. The water is not moving too quickly. I think she's going to make it. Here she comes. Final stretch. Final leg. You don't want to celebrate too quickly. There's still a little bit left.
Oh no.
All right, give me a pose.
Yay!
So Moxie is drying her feet. She got up to mid-thigh. I got up to mid-thigh. I don't know if you can see right to here. But the water was moving pretty slow, so I did not feel threatened that I was going to fall. We are crossing Harrison Creek, I think, and we're going up to the cabin up here where they serve a pancake breakfast. We are too late for it, but that's okay. We just wanted to go take a look. Harrison Fishing Camp. This is a place you can come get breakfast. Mostly fishermen come through here. Look, there's a car. Woo! But then also, Ed, I want you to see this little log cabin. This would be something awesome that you could build. Now it would have to be for your great-grandchildren because your grandchildren have outgrown it. But you've always wanted a log cabin. Just wanted to show you the pathway up to this place. It's really cool. All these logs, tree logs. Yeah, careful where you're walking. But anyway, just very cool. The pathway up here. Tim is the owner and has run it for, I think, 30 years. No, maybe 40. Anyway, very nice guy. Gave us some lemonade, some donuts, and yeah, it was a very nice stop. Now we are headed to the ferry, 3.5 miles. We have been hiking along this river for a few miles now. Oh, I smell a fire. The terrain has been pretty difficult since the Harrison Sporting Club, but now it has turned nice again. So we're getting ready to come to the Kennebec River crossing. You are not supposed to try to swim or walk across. because you don't know how deep it is, and they do rescues on a constant basis here. There is a canoe that takes you over, and it runs between 9 and 2. So there's a paid person who ferries hikers across for free. And so we are getting ready to come to that. It is one of those iconic things that the AT is known for. And so I'm excited to do it. I've seen other people in their videos. It's, again, just one of those things that I've watched and never thought that I would actually be the person who is doing it. So this will be one of my memorable moments, and I'm excited. This is me excited. This is the Kennebec River. And there's our ferry. Very wide river. There's a dam upstream that they let out. And so they say that you could be halfway across and the water comes and you'd still be pulled under. Heading across Kennebec River. Maxie Mama's working hard. I'm just nonchalantly sitting here eating bonbons, having a soda. We made it safe and sound. Woo! We stayed at the Sterling Inn last night and got some much needed rest, did our laundry, resupplied our food, and we are back out hiking today. We'll be hiking 3.5 days into Monson, where we will resupply again and do our laundry again and shower and eat lots of food. The trail this morning has been actually pretty nice. We've made pretty good time, and it's seemed almost like a little bit of a leisurely morning. It is starting to get a little more rocky. It is. We have lots of roots and some rocks mixed in, and pretty soon we are going to come to the Pierce Pond lean-to, and from there it's going to be a steep 1.5 miles up to the top of Pierce Mountain, and that is where we're spending the night. So it's been nice trail so far. We do have a bit of a climb coming, but then we'll be done. And it's not a super long climb, and it's been pretty mellow up until then, so I'll take it. You're gonna hear me huffing and puffing up this hill, but I want to show you the terrain. All these roots and rocks. Now I know what some of you are going to say when I say this next sentence, but it is 80 degrees right now. That is ridiculous. It is so hot. I am sweating like crazy. And I know it wasn't very long ago that I was complaining about the cold. Now it's hot. When it gets cold again, I'm going to complain about the cold. There is a very small window of where I am comfortable. And that's just the way that it is. Going up a super steep climb. It's 1.5 miles, 17.5% grade. So that is quite a bit. And and all the rocks and roots to add right in there with it. I guess the only thing I can be grateful for is that it's not wet and raining. This is the top of Pleasant Pond Mountain, and there are some views. It's a little hazy. I don't know if there's a fire somewhere or something, but we are spending the night just a little bit ahead here in a stealth site, and if we have enough energy, we will come back here and watch the sunset, and then we will also be able to see the sunrise from here. So hopefully we have enough energy to do that. What a great view from this side of the mountain. Big lake back there. One thing I have to say also is that we are lucky, or have been lucky, to have such great weather. It is beautiful, and we have not had to deal with rain in a few weeks. It's coming, I'm sure, but it's nice to be able to hike all these hard mountains without worrying about the rain. This is Moxie Pond, and here is Moxie letting you enjoy views of her pond. Anyway, it's pretty. It's a really nice day today. We got a hiker out swimming in the lake. We probably shouldn't get a video of him coming out. It's been a good day. It's been mild terrain. Not sure what kind of snake that is. That's a smaller one. So I know it's not a rattlesnake. Hey, Randy. Almost to the top of Moxie Bald Mountain and came upon these caves. So here we go. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay. Hopefully no one's standing on top of it. This is this big old huge rock. This is the top of Moxie Bald Mountain. This is where I hope to be spending the night, up here on the rocks. We are at the top of Moxie Bald Mountain, and here is Moxie showing us her mountain and her sunset. We're having a cowboy camping girls' night out with Mighty Joe and Moxie, and our cowboy camp is right down there.
Oh yeah, that's what I gotta do.
Probably looks like somebody dumped their backpacks out, but yes, that's where we are sleeping tonight, and we get to see the sunrise and the sunset, so that's pretty exciting. Moxie, Mighty Joe, and I cowboy camped last night up here on the top of Moxie Bald Mountain, and it was amazing. We saw a beautiful sunset with so many great colors. We did not see the lunar eclipse because I think we were sleeping. I saw 2 shooting stars, and we saw a beautiful sunrise. It was the most amazing night. We slept down in this little area down in there, that little grassy area, and it was like a slumber party, and it was really nice. We got into camp here around 3 in the afternoon, so that made it more restful. We just relaxed and talked, and it was beautiful. And it reminded us all of how grateful we are to be out here. I can't believe that it was just, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago that I had decided I was just going to do the highlights of Maine, which are Mahoosic Notch, the 100-mile wilderness, and Katahdin, and be done. And I was just tired of all the exertion and hard work, and missing I wanted to get home because I'm missing my family, and I almost missed all of this. Like, I wouldn't have been here to see all the things I've seen in the last little bit since I had decided I wanted to just do that. So I am grateful that I pushed on, and I'm grateful for the support that I feel from all of you, telling me, you know, it's okay to come home if you want to, but you know, stay if you can, and do what you need to do, whatever that is. And I really appreciate that from everybody. So off today, we're going to try, and we did 9.5 miles yesterday. I think we're going to do 11.5 today. We're going down the mountain today, 2 miles down, and then it's flat. So hopefully the 2 miles down aren't really miserable. But after that, it's flat. I'm sure there will be rocks and roots, but hopefully it's not too rough of a day. I wanted to take some video of how beautiful this part of the trail is. We are gradually going downhill, and it's just covered in greenery and falling maple leaves that are bright red. It's really pretty. I can't wait to get, when I go back down in to make up my miles into Vermont, Massachusetts in a couple weeks. That's going to be so gorgeous. So yeah, I am enjoying this trail. It is beautiful. There's hardly any roots or rocks right now, and I realize that may change, but you know, you always got to be grateful for what you get. And when I get a reprieve from the twisting and turning of my ankles, that's a good day. So anyway, just wanted to show you how pretty it is up here. Here is the trail this morning. Rocky. We actually have had a little bit of good terrain, so that has been nice. It is Thursday, and we are 6 miles out of Monson, Maine, where it is the start of the 100-mile wilderness. So basically, you guys, that means I've made it. If you make it this far, you're for sure going. So really excited. It's a huge milestone to make it to Monson. And we'll take a 0 day tomorrow to resupply, get all our stuff together, make sure we have everything we need, because there are no services, no nothing for 100 miles. So it's a really pretty landscape today. Very nice, peaceful. Still waiting for a moose though. A lot has changed for me in the last couple of weeks. I came down off of Mount Washington, feeling very exhausted and tired and frustrated, and like I was going to be hiking in the woods for the rest of my life. I decided at that point that I didn't want to hike forward. What I wanted to do was do the highlights of Maine, which are the Mahoosic Notch, the 100-Mile Wilderness, and Katahdin. And my plan was to do those three things and then be done. Because I just was missing my family and not enjoying what I was doing. And so I found some trail angels, Sherpa and Rita, and we went and stayed a few days with them. Moxie and I did. We got to participate in Trail Magic, which was amazing, and just rest and recuperate, eat some good food. And I was good with that decision. I felt like I've just been working so hard, and I wasn't enjoying it, and so I felt like it's okay to just do the highlights and go home. So that's what I had decided to do. Moxie still wanted to continue, and that's totally okay. But then John, Sherpa's friend, offered to slack pack us one day heading out. And so I decided I was just going to go ahead and go with Moxie. Whenever I decided to get off, I was going to get off, and I, be fine with that. And we just kept going, and we had good days. All of my days have been good since then. The terrain has not been irritating to me. The weather's been amazing and beautiful, so I can't complain about that. It's all been good. I think what happened was in combination with getting some good rest and some good food, giving myself permission to leave early, to not quit, but not complete the trail the way I had intended to. Doing that took all the pressure off of me. So then I could hike if I wanted to. I could cut my day short if I wanted to. I could keep going if I wanted to. And I've had great days since then. It's been amazing. And I have continued, and I'm in Monson, you guys. I'm a mile out of Monson. Monson is where the 100-Mile Wilderness starts. And when you finish the 100-Mile Wilderness, you hike Katahdin. I'm basically done. I am grateful that I continued. I'm grateful that I gave myself permission to end my hike. Now I have the choice, and I want to continue, and I'm basically done. I mean, once you get to this point, it's like you're gonna finish. So I'm just really excited. It means a lot to be here, and I'm grateful for all of the people who have supported me and helped me in big ways and small. Everything that everyone has done has helped me get to this point, and I'm grateful. We are heading out on the 100-Mile Wilderness, and it is Saturday morning and 9 o'clock almost. My pack is 27 pounds with 6 days of food and a liter of water. And it's going to be a good day. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Wow. We've got some nice path in front of us. Lots of greenery all around us. Boy, lots of downed trees and stuff though, and leaves everywhere. Like I feel like sometimes you can hardly see the trail. So lots of fall colors. Not in here, but we've been seeing lots of fall colors, and we've passed by probably 5 lakes at least. This is Little Wilson Falls, and we are just surrounded here. I mean, this is just so amazing, but look at all this rock. We are in the 100-mile wilderness. I thought I would explain, in case I haven't, what the 100-mile wilderness is. Basically, it just means that there are no services. We are hiking for 100 miles without going in or near any towns. There are no resupply places. There are no hostels, hotels, stores, nothing. Where normally on the trail, you're only a couple days out from a store or a gas station or somewhere where if you needed something, you could get into town to get it. The only roads through this section are logging roads, and they're very rough, and most people do not travel on them. There are a few people who do. So what we do is we are carrying 6 days of food, which is 2 days more than normal. They say that your food should be 2 pounds a day. Mine is not. I weighed my food. My 6 days was 8 pounds. That's still a lot of food, 8 pounds. And again, normally I carry 4 days of food. So it's a bit more food than I'm used to. It takes up more space, which you'll see is why my my tent is on the top of my pack. It won't go back inside my tent, inside my pack for a couple days until I've eaten some of that food. Some of the hostels have gotten permission from the logging companies to drive on their roads and do a food drop. So basically I have 4 days of food set aside, and I left it with the hostel, and they put it in a bucket and label it with my name, and we've made arrangements with them to meet us at Joe Mary Road, and they will drive in, and we'll meet them on day 6, at the end of day 6 around 3 o'clock, and they will come bring us our next 4 days of food so that we don't have to carry 10 days. It would be almost impossible to carry 10 days. I'd have to have a bigger pack to carry that much food. It's a good incentive to eat because you want to lighten your pack. So even if I come in where maybe I'm tired and I don't want to eat, I'm going to eat anyway because I need to get that food out of my pack. So I'm not carrying it. That's what the 100-mile wilderness is. That's what it means when they're talking about that. I just have to say that it is so exciting. I probably will be saying this over and over. I have been very emotional over the last week or two, actually, as I've realized that I am going to accomplish this. And the 100-mile wilderness is a very iconic place. And, it's just, another step in the progression of this journey. And so it's an emotional thing just to be here and realize that I am going to accomplish this huge thing that I have undertaken, that over the last maybe 4 to 6 weeks, I haven't been so sure that I was going to accomplish it. And there were times during that period that I felt like I was done. I wanted to be done, and just kept going with encouragement from everybody. And so I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be so close to the end of my journey. I know it's going to be a tough thing to finish. As much as I want to be done and I want to come home, you also reach a point where you never want it to end. I can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah, it's an emotional time. So you probably are going to see a lot of tears as I start reflecting on all of the things that I have accomplished and endured on this trip, and all of the things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for all the support. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for the beauty that surrounds me. I'm grateful that when I have prayed for strength, I've gotten it, I've felt it, and I know that I have been supported by all kinds of angels. I'm just grateful.